What's up guys, JT.R here again. So this episode, we're going to feature this really special car. It's the Aston Martin DBS. So right now, we're going to feature this 2010 Aston Martin DBS. So if you're watching, of course, James Bond, the recent Daniel Craig, who featured in the Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale, this is the car. Another trivia to this car is based on this website that you'll see in the description. The Casino Royale color is 368 out of 2,534 DBSs, 257 are left-hand drive, 99 are Touchtronic transmission 2 which is a 6-speed, 84 are only 2+2 seating configuration. So this specific DBS is one of the rarest specs, accounting to only 3% of all the production of the DBS model. I'll start off with the color of this car. So the color of this is Casino Royale. And then, of course, everybody would say it's just a DB9, but it's more than just a DB9. So DBS means David Brown, the before CEO of Aston Martin, and this is a sportier version of the DB9. So S means sports. So anyways, going back to the car, as you would see, there's more air vents in this one. It's more aerodynamic at the front. At the front, we have this carbon fiber front splitter. Then we have this aluminum grille, as you could see. So this, you see right here, is what we call in Aston Martin an S-line. So sa lahat ng mga Aston Martin na makikita mo, we have this very significant line that was integrated in the DB5, DB4. Then we have a very significant headlights na you would all see in Aston Martin. This is very iconic to most Aston Martin. Then moving on to the front wheels, as you can see, it's wrapped around with the Pirelli P0. So it's a 245 35 20. So for the brakes, we have carbon ceramic brakes that you rarely get from other sports cars. And of course, we have this 6-spot Brembo brake system at the front. Then moving on to the side, we have this carbon fiber side mirrors. Then one of the most significant feature of the DBS is the side skirt. As you would compare it to the DB9, it's not as aerodynamic as the DB9. So here at the rear, we have this Pirelli P0. It's a 295 30 20 inches. Then, of course, you know, it's carbon ceramic. So we're now here at the very back of the car, and it is one of the feature that you would always see in the Aston Martin. So this is its headlight. So it would look like much of a wing of the Aston Martin, especially in the newer models, in the Vanquish, in the DB11, in the Vantage. Okay, so if you're gonna look at the older model of the DB9, the older model of the DB9 has a more flat surface, but now they've integrated this more aerodynamic look to diffuse all of the air. So this is the ducktail. Then there's aluminum finish of this trimming, and of course the badge of DBS. And of course, moving here at the diffuser of the car, so this is a full carbon fiber with a huge diffuser that you wouldn't see in the DB9s. So that makes it more sexier than the DB9. So one of the few very subtle features of the Aston Martin that you would always see in its models is this huge arc that you would see at the back. If you're gonna look at it, if you're gonna look at the front, up to the rear quarter panel, it swoops and it becomes bigger. So that's make it more sexier. Okay, so moving on to the heart and engine of the car is this. Where is it? Okay, I have it. So is this 6-liter V12 naturally aspirated. So I've driven this car already, and also the Vantage, the Vanquish, the one we have at the back. All of this naturally aspirated. So it's not as high pitch as the Ferrari that you would hear. So it's a low rumbling engine. It's not high pitch. So it makes more macho sound rather than a high pitch. So as you can see, this one is a 6-liter V12 naturally aspirated. It pulls out 510 horsepower. It has a 6-speed automatic gearbox that makes it more of a grand tourer. So it's not really a supercar that makes it more, you know, raw driving, but it's more comfortable. But then when you press on the gas, it goes the way you want it to be. We're now here at the interior or the inside of the Aston Martin DBS. One thing I would say is everything that you touch from this car is just premium. So from the leather right here, that aluminum gear shifters, this piano black finish of the center console. So the center console of this one is what we call the waterfall console because it flows like that. And of course, this one is aluminum. So, you know, everything that you touch, it's just premium. Then, of course, you could not see it from the camera, but this is carbon fiber. And we have a Bang & Olufsen sound system, which sounds very good. So, besides from having that grand tourer experience, you also have that clear sound of the engine and also the infotainment system. The leather is not just leather, it's a mix of Alcantara, this gray Alcantara that complements the exterior color of this car, and this black leather. And also, the seats is very comfortable. I don't feel my back hurts because I have a back problem. So it's very comfortable. So everybody's been waiting for this part to hear the engine sound of this car. So here's how we do it. So this is an emotional control unit or the key. So you just simply put it inside, press it long, and it's gonna start. See? Sounds good. In conclusion to this feature, I haven't told you throughout the video, this car is for sale. So if you guys want to view or you want to see the car in person, just message me on my socials or my number. And you know, after driving this and some other time before, I would conclude that this is one of my favorite GT car because number one, this is the old look. It's the James Bond. And of course, it's a naturally aspirated car. And you know, I would always go back to that feeling of rawness of the car. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like, subscribe, and please notify the bell icon for more videos like this. And of course, I forgot to ask you guys, if you have other cars that you would like to sell, other cars you would like to feature, just message us here. Thanks guys.